This video is brought to you by the Disc Golf Nerd Patreon support team. Go to patreon.com/discgolfnerd.
Their standard disc.
Kraken do?
A little bit of hyzer. You can throw. You can actually throw with a little bit of heat. It's understable, but it's not like that. Like Leopard 3-ish, maybe.
Kraken.
Yeah. Kraken. I really like that swirl die. It came out good. Oh, he krakened it. That's crushed.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Divergent starter pack discs. This is a new 3-pack of discs you can get for a really low price. Big thank you to Infinite Discs, my retail sponsor, for sending me these to test and review. Go to infinitediscs.com and use the code DGNERD at checkout. You will get yourself a discount, and you will also help support the channel. So thanks to them, thanks to you guys for watching. This should be a relatively quick review. I might not do all the bells and whistles I usually put into a review, but I wanted to show off all 3 of these, give you some flight footage to check out, because we were quite impressed with them overall during testing. These, since they showed up, I've really liked the feel, I've really liked the artwork. Of course, they do not come looking like this. This is what the color looked like for the Narwhal. I glue dyed this one. I have a full glue dye tutorial on the channel if you're interested in that. This one got shampoo dyed, and then this one was a spinning shaving cream dye. So it's not how they look from the factory, of course, but you can see the artwork for the Kraken, which is the driver. And then we have the Leviathan, which is the mid-range. Also really like the lettering on that. And then we also have the Narwhal. So the first thing that struck me about these when I first started checking them out is the plastic is really nice. And it's more of a premium style plastic. It's not like a baseline DX type plastic at all. It's got some flexibility to it. It's got a really nice grip, and you can see it's premium enough that it can dye, which is great for a starter pack that you can actually dye up, and they take the color really nicely. So it comes in this again, this silvery color, and this one is marked 166 to 169 grams. I did not weigh them, but there's a weight sticker on the inside there. And there's also like a little bit of a textured feel on the inside rim, which is interesting. I'm sure it's deliberate, but I'm not exactly sure what the thought process is there. It actually makes it feel a little less grippy than the actual just glossy, kind of shiny part of the plastic, the more polished part of the plastic. A little bit interesting choice, but it wasn't a deal breaker by any means. We barely really noticed it once you actually start throwing the disc. So the Narwhal has a pretty noticeable dome on it. Not my favorite feel in the hand because of that. I like flatter feeling discs in the hand typically, but you can see the shape is pretty nice, and it's definitely really soft and rounded. There's no like real flashing or anything. There's like a tiny bit of flashing, but not much, and the plastic has some nice grip to it. Really nice grip, and all in all the feel in the hand is fine, but yeah, just a little bit domey for my tastes. And the Narwhal, very straight flying putter. You can put more pop onto it than we kind of expected. It doesn't have a ton of natural turn, but it will pop up and fly straight. Definitely low fade, good glide, good all around beginner disc and all around disc. If you wanted like a 1-disc challenge disc, this would probably be the one you want to use out of the 3 for sure. We did not really test putting with it, but I imagine it's just a nice point and shoot straight flying putter based on our throwing testing. But I think this is probably a really solid beginner putter for sure. If you got this starter pack, throw this one just to start out with for your first couple rounds. I think it'll do you pretty well. It's a nice straight flyer, pretty point and shoot for the most part, and yeah, was able to handle a little more pop than we kind of expected. You know, you kind of expect with starter packs for them to be really flippy. That disc, not so much. The Leviathan, on the other hand, is extremely understable. So we have the little bit flatter for sure, not really much of a dome on this one, but it'll pop a little bit, and you can see once again extremely grippy, comfortable feeling plastic. And I like that it's kind of springy, like it bounces back really quick. Like even if you pop that down, it'll pop back into shape really fast. So it's kind of like a high memory feeling plastic. You might be able to see it says Divergent on the bottom there. Leviathan, this one I believe is also 160 to 165 as marked, and you can see it's got a pretty small rim on this one. So I think this disc, being so understable and with the nice small rim on there, I think this is the best disc out of the set for a kid. So if you say you happen to purchase this starter pack for your family, you bought a couple of these, I think this would be the best kids disc out of this set. For more experienced players or even adults that are somewhat athletic, I think it's going to be very understable very quickly. We could throw it on hyzer and it's still turned over completely start to finish. So very understable disc, very much more akin to what you kind of expect from starter packs and stuff, but I'm not mad at it again because I think it would be a good disc for kids and players that really don't know how to throw, like you don't have frisbee experience and stuff. This could definitely be a good training disc for your first few rounds, or for a kids disc. I think it's a great option. Now we move on to the Kraken. And the Kraken might get the full review treatment here on the channel if I can secure a couple more of them to test, because this disc really surprised us. So once again, this one has a big pop-top dome on this one for sure, and you can see once again that the dome pops back really fast. Really, it's kind of like springy plastic, but very, very grippy, very nice feel in the hand. And this one's got kind of like maybe like a leopard type feel to it. Probably around a 7 speed. I didn't look up flight numbers or anything because I don't really think it's pertinent for a starter pack. And yeah, big pop-top dome on this one, and this is the one that I like the feel the least out of the three just because of that. But as I started to actually throw and test this disc, we were really impressed with it. All three of the guys that you're going to see throwing this disc, we've all been playing for quite a while. James has been playing the least amount of time, but he's also the most athletic as a former baseball player and stuff, so he throws farther than me and Andy do. But all three of us were able to hit this thing pretty strong, and just like a little hyzer and let it pop up and work, and it flies really far and can handle some pop. Nice straight flyer, hyzer flip disc, long turnovers. You're going to see James throw it like really far on a hyzer flip as well, and really solid disc. I think this thing could be used by basically anybody, for depending on the shot that you're looking for. What is really cool about this setup is that you can start with the Narwhal. If you've never played before, start with the Narwhal, mess around with the Leviathan as well. If the Narwhal isn't really doing it for you, try the Leviathan, see if maybe you get a little bit more flight out of it with that understable flight. They all have good glide for sure. And then the Kraken is something that you can start throwing. It'll probably be a little bit stable for you when you start out, but as you get better and better, it can be something that you still throw. And if you like the feel of it and you're comfortable with it, you can get more of these down the line, keep them fresh in the bag, and probably get lots of good flights out of them. So definitely impressed overall with this starter pack. These, I believe, are less than $20 for all three discs. I think I checked, it was like 16 or 17 bucks for the 3-pack, which I think is a solid deal. And all in all, quite impressed. Good feel, more of a premium feel in the hand with the plastic. They should be a little bit more durable than like a baseline starter pack for sure. I love that you can dye them. They're very grippy and nice. And the Narwhal and the Kraken in particular, solid discs for sure. That is my quick review of the 3-pack starter set from Divergent Discs. Thanks to you guys for watching. Thanks to Infinite Discs for sending me these discs to check out and to review. Hopefully I will be able to get my hands on a few more Krakens, since I'm sending off this starter pack to some of my friends back home to use, since I have a bunch of friends that are getting into the sport of disc golf over the last couple years. They will be getting some use out of these, but I'm hoping to secure another few Krakens to do a full full disc golf nerd style review on that disc, comparing it to other discs and more flight footage and all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you all very soon. Cheers.